In Mexico, there are many women. Many. Lots of them.
Yes, there are lots of them, and they all work.
When I met my husband, I imagined that when I got married, I was going to stay at home. But I became interested in becoming a police officer.
This is our life. To work with the cacti we call nopal. This is how we make our living. For example, I'm able to send my children to school. We can do this because of the work with the nopal. The majority of people, of women who live here, do this type of work.
My job is to repair car and truck tires. Yes, it's strange to find a woman in this sort of job. Sometimes clients arrive, but they don't leave me their tires because they don't trust me. But this is false. We all have the capacity.
Yes, there was a lot of discrimination at the beginning, above all from the male professional wrestler. They used to say that women should be behind their metate, the grinding stone, and not on the white mat. But many women wrestlers have been highly recognized in other countries, and the male wrestlers realize that the sport is not only for them. They're jealous by nature, aren't they?
Women nowadays have to play many roles. Our life is very complicated. We have to be good homemakers, good in our jobs, keep our figures, keep smiling, be joyful, be active, know how to do everything, and this is extremely complicated. Due to our long working hours, very long, we've been enriched by a number of experiences. Experience in self-expression, life experience, and experience in everyday struggles. But nobody acknowledges the worth of these experiences.
I just arrived from work, and now I have to clean the house.
I have to go to the market.
And then I have to do the laundry.
And prepare the meal.
And then iron.
And after work, more work.
On my day off, I take advantage of the time to do the laundry, do the housework, prepare the meals, and devote what's left of the day to my daughter to help her with her homework.
You get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to clean it and to gather it. The cactus cleaning is finished at around 6 in the morning. You come home pretty tired from work, and you have to get into the kitchen to start washing dishes and do the housework.
Yes, it's very hard because we get home pretty tired. Or when we use the hoe, you get bad backache. Well, I come in to prepare the meal, heat the food, and we even have pets at home.
Most of the girls that do this kind of work are single mothers. We're the only wage earners at home.
To reconcile home management with work and bringing up children is very difficult. It's a very tiring job, and the cost is very high. But in the long run, I think I will have a very satisfying time being a mother. However, the disadvantage is that I have very little time for myself.
This is the baby.
Look at the little thing.
Careful. Carry it carefully. My relationship with my son, well, unfortunately, I don't spend a lot of time with him because I have to work. I travel too much, and usually he's with my mother. He lives with her. When I'm here in Mexico, well, I try to spend more time with him during the weekends. What I like most is going to sleep with him.
At the beginning, I was rejected because they used to tell me you have to be at home with your children, be there for them, look after them, educate them. But it is not that important. What's important is the quality of the time one spends with them.
I have 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl, and this has fulfilled my life. I was married for 24 years. But now, due to the strike at work, I have been separated from my husband for a year. Because we were on strike, I had to go out and find other work to earn money to support us. My husband didn't want to understand and left me. So now I have 2 sources of grief. I have had to live through the strike, and now I live as a single mother.
There have been bad days, and there have been happy days. One of the most difficult periods is when the children are young. When the children get sick, that is when you think, I shouldn't be working.
When I raised my children, I didn't have anything else to do. I disregarded all the other areas of my life to be their mother. What's painful, for example, is that my son claims that I wasn't a good mother. That amazes me. My life was devoted entirely to them. And he says that I was a bad mother. Therefore, I feel that what happened is that I didn't listen to my own needs. I was a good mother, whatever they might say, and whatever he says.
I'm not contemplating having children for the time being, nor getting married. I want to continue training, and training very strenuously.
I believe that when we're working here, we forget practically everything that has to do with home. It's due to the type of work we're doing. We're dealing with human lives.
And this was the boss?
Oh no, better not that one. He's very naughty.
But we don't let him. If he misbehaves, he's out of the game.
The boss abused us. He was very rude. He came in and fondled us. And we could not respond or do anything because he was the boss. He could do anything because he was the boss. It's the feeling of helplessness that you can't defend yourself. Because if I do, he's going to fire me. And I need the work. I need to support my home, my children.
Then he used to tell us that we were all his prostitutes, and he also called us many other things. Necessity made us cope with it.
Everywhere, everybody preaches the rights of women. They say that women are equal to men, that sexual difference doesn't make us less capable. However, you can see that the situation hasn't changed, that it is only a saying. It is said over and over again, only a gesture, because as facts show, things have remained the same. Nothing has changed. What's going to happen? Do I have to stand it? At any rate, do I have to give in to obtain something, to obtain the well-being of my family?
No. Claro que no.
No, of course not. You've got to learn to defend yourself and teach the little girls to defend themselves also.
Porque en México,
Because in Mexico, women and girls demand our rights.
The only thing I don't want to do is remain as a simple police officer. I want to be promoted and become a senior officer within the service.
Obviously, I work for the money because I have a lot of financial needs. But deep inside, I think I do it for myself, to feel important.
I like working, to be independent economically, to work, to support my family, and to be a working woman. I've enjoyed it very much.
My greatest satisfaction was when I scored the goal against Brazil in the World Cup.
Es Mónica González, sigue Mónica conduciendo el disparo y el gol. Es Maribel Domínguez. Maribel Domínguez está metiendo el empate para México. En una jugada personal, esta número 10, Maribel Domínguez, de la que le comentábamos, pues juega en México, nació en Chalco, el Estado de México, juega en Santos Laguna.
When I was with my husband, I could only live for others. For him, for my children. And I didn't have any freedom to speak of. I could even contradict him. I couldn't say, "You're wrong," or "I think differently." That wasn't allowed. And then I decided I didn't want this as part of my life, this silence. And now, by writing, I've broken the silence.
The best thing that could have happened to me was my son, but the greatest love of my life is my work.
The Demolition Women!